Lawrence of my labia.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Kill James Bond. I am November Kelly. I am joined, as always, by my friends Abigail, Thorne, and Devon.
Hello.
Cowabunga.
And not, as always, by my co-mayor for this episode, friend of the show, guest of the show, author of Simplicity, available wherever good comic books are sold, Mattie Lubchansky.
Hello. Lawrence of my labia versus coughing baby. Is all I can think about right now.
I'm so sorry. The drops are all over the place.
It's fine. I was just saying, I'm pleased as to fulfill my role as Sex and the City psychopomp for your podcast.
Yes, yeah. I zagged. They expected me to zig and pick Triple X, movie? But absolutely not. I zagged and we were doing Sex and the City.
Hell yeah.
A movie I watched shortly after we recorded our Halloween episode the year before last about Sex and the City 2, and it's been burning a hole in my mind ever since.
Yeah.
So
it's okay. It's not bad. I liked this one. It's good. Well, it's way less racist than the second one.
Mm-hmm. It only has one moment of racism.
It manages to pull off being very racist.
Not entirely non-racist.
Yeah, it's less racist. Let's say that. Let's concede that.
It's got one really racist moment that also ties into one of my other grand theories of the show. We can get into it later. I have so many grand theories. I have many, many grand theories of the show. And movies.
This is why I knew we had to get a Sex and the City expert.
Sexpert.
Yeah. Sort of ambassador from Sex and the City.
From the city.
From the city.
In fact.
Yeah, that's right.
New
York City.
It's kind of like a character in that.
I have lived in Manhattan. So, in fact, at the end of the movie, there's that restaurant where Charlotte spots Big. I used to live 1 block away from there. I know exactly where it was.
It's like the city is a place.
It's like the city is a place in the movie.
We begin with some shots of New York City, and my note just says, "Oh my God, is that the city from Megalopolis?" Which it is, but not in any of the same fun and entertaining ways.
It is. This one, Sex and the City 2 just drops you off in there with no context at all. Yes. This one gives you, I would say, maybe too much context.
Nobody was watching Sex and the City 2 without knowing who these characters were. Sex and the City, the movie?
3 people watched.
Yeah, we did, yeah.
And so Carrie Bradshaw, Sarah Jessica Parker, who is our kind of like viewpoint character, protagonist, narrator of episodes, briefs us on the concept of sometimes 4 women are friends.
Yeah, she says, year after year, 20-something women come to New York looking for 2 things, labels and love. And my notes say, that's not a lot of women. I thought New York City was bigger than that.
This is, to me, some of the thing where it's like, okay, I know they're doing this like intro thing because this is like 3 years after the show ends and there was like delays getting the movie made post the show ending because Kim Cattrall was like, fuck you, pay me.
She was right
because she was correct.
She was.
Because she's the only good thing on the thing.
Yes.
Which one is she?
So Samantha, the slut.
That's Samantha.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, she's the only good one. And she's the only member of the cast that's in one of the Star Trek movies. So she plays a Vulcan and it rocks. So they're giving the context because there's been the 3 or 4 years since the show ended. But right off the jump here is the thing that drives me insane about this movie, which is the fact that it treats Sex and the City, the television show, as a sort of mythological text. Like it's like, and now because of us, New York City is full of groups of 4 women who are friends. 4 white women who are friends, wandering around and going out tops, trying to get into clubs together.
Previously, 4 women could never be friends. Yeah. It was 3, 5.
Every shot has like groups of 4 women. There are 4 women everywhere for those with eyes to see, right? And they're all much younger than the like actual 4 Sex and the City stars. And you'd think this might be a kind of nice like baton passing moment, right? No. Talons clenched on that fucking baton.
No. Those people are fucking extras. Shut the fuck up. You don't get a line. Get out of the shot. Make way for Carrie Bradshaw in a fucking stupid outfit.
Yeah, that will continue. Carrie Bradshaw is never getting a fucking fit off. I hate to say it.
There's this moment where some of these 20-something kids walk past her and one of them goes, hot dress. And I'm like, is she being sarcastic? They're like owning her behind her back.
Yeah, Carrie Bradshaw is unk. She is chopped. She's washed.
Yeah,
she is washed.
But so we see the actual four of them who have like not been very successful at love, Carrie says, but have been successful at labels. Just kind of ogling men on the street. But men can be gay now, for instance, because of how modern New York is. And so the guy that they're like, damn, he's hot, goes and kisses his boyfriend. And it's just like very modern.
Yeah, it's somewhat modern, I'd say. There's a real moment of I don't know what emotion crosses over their faces. It's disgust? It's not outright disgust, but it's certainly mixed in there.
Well, it is a show made by a gay man, and it shows in a lot of ways. A gay man would
never be disgusted by gay men.
But it is like a weirdly homophobic show, but it treats gay men as a sort of like exotic figure in the way that they're all just like striving to be hags the whole length of the show. Yeah, it's hard to overstate as someone who is a little older than all three of you, how as someone who's like a full adult out of college and stuff in 2008, how fully insanely homophobic the world was at the time for adults. And so it is this is like the most progressive you're going to get at the time, which is insane to consider, but it's true.
Yeah, I guess it's like an on-screen gay kiss in the first 5 minutes. Like, you know,
it's not nothing.
No one is like, ew. Everyone's like, oh yeah, whatever.
So Carrie tells us exactly what happened to each of the four Sex and the City women over the course of the show. So Carrie's deal is that she is together in a unmarried relationship. She is living in sin with Mr. Big. I hate this fucking guy and his fucking smirk.
No,
I will destroy Mr. Big.
Thy Peloton slumbereth not.
Mr. Big, who is not yet dead.
Mr. Alive, they called him.
They've been dating for 10 years as well. That's a big thing.
On and off. Yeah. Many on and off. Like the series finale of the original show, which I've also watched recently, is when she dumps, and I'm not joking, Mikhail Baryshnikov for Mr. Big.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mikhail Baryshnikov is playing an artist named Alexander Petrovsky, who's like a Russian artist. But it is Mikhail Baryshnikov, who is, I think, pretty good on the show.
So they have to rescue each of them from their happy ending in order to kick the movie along. So like Samantha, the one who loves sex, is in Los Angeles with her movie star boyfriend.
Yeah, shagging.
Except now she's kind of unfulfilled.
She's working as his agent.
She is his PR woman, is how they started dating. And she made him famous in the show. Smith.
Yeah, Charlotte, whose deal is that she always had like fertility problems and adopted a kid, is now like living with her husband and daughter.
She sucks. Hate her, boo.
Charlotte fucking is the worst one. Charlotte's
the sleeper worst one. The rest of them all have such on the face bad shit going on that you forget that Charlotte would have been at January 6th 100 fucking %.
Absolutely, she was there. Baby on the hip, she was there.
Doubt.
Yeah.
All of these women and their husbands voted for Trump every time. We agree on that. But
no, Steve did not vote for Trump. Steve didn't vote at all.
Steve didn't vote for Trump.
That's true. Steve forgot
Charlotte is now living in Florida.
That's actually...
she
Charlotte
is
on the
now,
show lives in New York.
Now she is, absolutely.
And then there's also Miranda, who is the lawyer, and she's been exiled to Brooklyn, if you can imagine such a thing. Back when living in Brooklyn was cope and seethe.
As opposed to that meant that you were hanging out with the coolest, hottest transsexuals in the world.
Well, that also wasn't true even of like going to, I mean, when she moved to the Brooklyn in the show, again, let me context alert. I'm so sorry. I'll stop doing this in a moment. But like, it was like literally people would not go to the outer boroughs. They would refuse to do it until like 2012. They just wouldn't go.
We see a scene of that later on. But so Miranda is living with her husband and her kids, and she's the professional one. She's a lawyer, right? She's sort of like juggling the demands of career and family, etc., etc., etc. Right?
Yes.
So Carrie and Big are going to move in together, and they're house shopping, and they find this absolutely ludicrous penthouse, and they talk about who's going to buy it, and Big's like, I'll get it. You don't need to pay for any of it. It's fine. I'll just get it.
Yeah, so they're like apartment shopping, and they come across this dog shit apartment that's probably like unimaginably expensive now because it's in Manhattan. and it's like got square footage. And they're like, no, this is dog shit, I can't do it. And the person who's showing them the apartment is like, well, we do have the penthouse for sale as well. And they go up there and it's beautiful and whatever. And Carrie's having her like, I'm Carrie Bradshaw, Sex and the City moment. She's like spinning in the sunlight. And you could see Mr. Big being like, I'm going to have to buy this fucking apartment.
You know what's fully fucking insane about this scene? Is that they have a real estate agent. And Mr. Big is canonically, his job is real estate guy. He owns a lot of real estate. When he's introduced on the show, he is like Donald Trump coded in like 1998. Why does he have a real estate agent showing him apartments? Why doesn't he just go, here's an apartment I own already? It's bizarre.
Bizarre.
Very bizarre.
But also, so Carrie's like, how come this fabulous apartment's on the market? And they say, oh, there was a very nasty divorce, which kind of makes Carrie a little bit nervous. The girls also go to an auction of some jewels, which are being sold off as the result of a very nasty divorce. So, like,
in fact, I don't think it was even a divorce. I think it was worse than that. I think this is the peril, right, that they establish is if you are a beautiful woman in New York and you move in with your Mr. Big and you don't get married, not only do you get kicked out on the street because he owns the apartment, but you have to like publicly and humiliatingly auction all of your jewelry because you don't have like an alimony, you don't have a divorce settlement. Incidentally, Carrie says this is the type of event that can bring all types of New York women together, and all of them are rich, all of them are white, and none of them is above a size 2. So
That's all the types of women, yes.
Yeah, all the women.
Why do you think I live in Queens?
All the women.
Not allowed there.
In groups of 4.
Yeah, there's only...
It's true.
Yeah, which they invented.
Pretty good.
But so Carrie's a little bit nervous about this, and so she's having this chat with Big. She's like, oh, I want to contribute to the new place. He's like, no, you don't need to. I'll just get it. And she's like, well, you know, if we're not married and moving in together, you could kick me out on the street. And he's like, okay, do you want to get married then? And so they have this... Yeah. I like this scene.
It is exactly as hard... Oh, okay, Sorry, I'll let you say what you liked about it.
I like it. It's very grown up. It's very adult. It's very matter of fact. They're just like, well... Yeah, you know, we could get married if you want to. Do you want to? Yeah, sure. I kind of want to get married to you. Why not? I'm like, let's do it. So they just decide to. It's nice.
It's fine to be an old childless couple that just kind of decides to get married. I think that's great.
I'm sure it's fine, but I'm a real lover. So and this is Carrie motherfucking Bradshaw that you are talking about as well. Like, if there's anyone who is going to be open to a massive like public engagement, it is her.
Yeah.
And is she
because
ever?
Big's kind of role in this is like, what if we just did something like purely for the sake of like, you want riots? Fine. We'll go to City Hall. It'll be quiet. And we'll just like get it done, tick the box. And it doesn't matter because we're together. I do note that like, this is sort of a difference in kind of modernity or something between 2008 and now. But like, I don't know. You can't be in a room with 2 trans women for 5 minutes without them marrying each other, but like it takes cishet 6 seasons and 10 fucking years to even consider the question.
I mean, to be clear, Dev, I would want to have this very grown-up conversation, and then I want the big public proposal.
Yeah.
Carrie Bradshaw,
they should agree.
Yes.
And he's not a public person.
It shouldn't be them leaving that conversation engaged. They should be like, okay, we're both open to it. And then, like, just let's forget about this, and then I'll fucking surprise you with it at some point. But for him, it's very much like, I just want you. And if getting married to you is what it takes to continue to have you in my little box in my house, then fine, 100%, whatever you want.
The marriage I can take or leave. I'm really excited to move into our big apartment so that I can exercise on a Peloton all day.
So I can watch old movies.
The third in the relationship, the Peloton rubbing its hands together.
I hate Big's fucking like old movie shit. I hate him so much. Here's
the thing about Mr. Big, because this is as someone who's been watching a lot of the old episodes, it is insane how not charming he is. And the show is always like, look at this charming guy she can't stay away from. And then he's like, hiya, kid. And then he quotes like Butch Cassidy at her. And it's like, fucking who cares? Who cares about this band?
He does nothing charming throughout the course of this entire movie.
I watched on YouTube the scene where he dies, and he doesn't even have any lines in it, which was nuts.
And then they found out he was
that's funny.
He had some allegations hanging on him, Mr. Noth. So to him, I say, R.I.P. Bozo.
Yeah, that's right.
Is he dead for real? If you die in Sex and the City, do you die in real life?
Yeah, they killed him with that Peloton. That's why it looks so visceral.
They actually don't. They don't mention this, but they actually those bodies that you see on the show are like sort of like avatars, and they're back in the tank.
And if you die in Sex in the City, you die in real life
because your body is confused and thinks that it does.
Look, you know the drill. If you want to hear the rest of this episode about Sex in the City, you're going to have to head on over to our Patreon, patreon.com/killjamesbond, all one word, and sign up today for as little as £5 a month. £5 to get the whole backlog. There's like 100 of them probably. I haven't actually counted, but there's like 100 of them probably. Maybe more. For £5. It's a pretty good deal.